This is McCook's Mr. Bill. It's an honor to have you here. My neighbor bought a new BB gun. It's a Daisy BB gun. And before you think that's a wimpy name, that manufacturer's been around for an awful long time. And if you think just because the gun weighs 2.5 pounds, it's all plastic except for the metal barrel, the optic sights, and of course steel sights here, and good solid sights and good sight system, I'm here to tell you. Everything else is plastic. And you would probably think to yourself, well, if it's almost made like a toy, it'll probably break pretty easy. But then after he asked me to do a review, I talked to some people that have owned this gun for numerous years, and they tell me that it holds up real good, can take bangs and a licking that almost any other gun would be proud to have taken and hold together. Because kids can be pretty rough on a gun, I'm here to tell you. So this BB gun, it shoots just simply the BBs, or it has an option to shoot a pellet, a single shot pellet. The BBs, it holds 300 BBs in it. And it's fed, you put them in right in there, 300 BBs. Can you imagine a M16 walking around with a 300 shot clip? Or even a 22 walking around with a 300 shot clip and being able to carry it with just basically 2.5 pounds of weight? This is a survival weapon of the ultimate quiet. This is quieter than any spring gun, just ultra quiet. It really is. In fact, when you're punching paper and different things, you'll find the hit is louder noise than the gun going off. Now that's a blessing for all concerned and the neighborhood. Now let's talk about it though. The velocity is 350 feet per second. That's low enough to keep you below any of the laws that are out there coming along or already in existence to call it a firearm. It's also the name Daisy, which, you know, how many cops want to arrest somebody for carrying a Daisy gun? Really? So, needless to say, you've got a lot of pluses. At the same time, that velocity is the same thing my Red Ryder BB gun has, and I've killed more rattlesnakes with my Red Ryder BB gun than all of the firearms that my wife owns combined. But that's just talking smoke and mirrors so far. Let's see how it shoots. Okay? You cock it back like that. You see the BB? You bet. You just push that forward. It's ready to go there. Another nice thing is this is a pump air gun. One pump though. You don't pump it twice. You simply pump once. A child can pump that. It is so easy. And if by mistake you pump it twice, it dumps the air from the first pump and puts air further ready to go again. You can't get 2 air pumps in it. And that's a nice plus. These guys that have these 8 or 12 pump guns that you have to pump 8 to 12 times between shots, you'll find that gets old real quick. Real quick. Okay, let's go take a look at it. Yep, okay. Now, if you see, all 3 bullet holes were touching. All 3 bullet holes were touching. Now that's some shooting, I'm here to tell you. That is some shooting. At 20 feet. At 20 feet. And of course I was off a little bit, but I can adjust that accordingly too. But needless to say, when you can punch make one hole with 3 bullets, that's a gun worth owning. This isn't my land, but I planted this apple tree some 40 years ago here. Rancher said I could have the apples off of it when I so desired for the rest of my life, and I assume he didn't think I was going to live as long, nor that apple tree be so productive out here. I kid you not. just loaded with flowers. Oh, they don't all produce, but it's nothing to get 50 pounds of apples off this tree. And the tree back then, yeah, it just cost a few dollars. I think it might have been a $5 bill. $5 one-time pay. Don't fertilize, don't water this tree. It's just off to the side. Everybody out here ignores it. And yet, it's just loaded with flowers that will be producing apples. Maybe you ought to consider planting an apple tree that will feed you for the rest of your life.